and welcome to Craic News. We already did this intro once, but we only went for 30 seconds before we realised.
Oh my god, I love your high-end intros. They're so good. Like,
it has to be different every time.
it's great. I love it.
Okay, so we can start with some news stories.
Yeah, hit the news stories up.
Okay, so let me see. 2 astronauts went up to space.
Wow, really?
I know.
Yeah, I've heard about this one. Yeah, didn't they? Were they supposed to go up there for like 6-7 days or something?
I know they're there for
Yeah, look, I
helium leak or something, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Helium leak. That's right.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
shit,
Yes. Well, for our audience who don't know, 2 astronauts went up to space. It was supposed to be for 6 to 8 days, and now they're stuck for 6 to 8 months.
Oh my god!
I know, on the International Space Station. So, what do you think of that? First of all, do you think, Adam, you have the personality to be stuck in space?
I would fucking love to go to space.
No, yeah, but would you have the personality to be stuck in space?
Yeah, do you get stuck in space with class crack?
Okay,
I mean, and they're not alone. I mean, they can speak to people back on Earth and stuff like that. I mean, they're not isolated. And there's other people there. I mean, the only bad thing that you're going to have is, like, there's a routine, obviously. The people that are up there probably have their own wee routines and stuff and their own little friends and cliques. And that's kind of shit. It's like a big, it's like new people coming into the Big Brother house, I think. Like,
yeah.
There's only 2 of them, isn't there?
No, but they went to the International Space Station. I think there's an extra 6 to 8 people or something.
Well, they joined up
yeah,
I
other
forgot
people
about that
stuck
too.
in space.
I forgot about that.
You know the interesting thing about the Challenger show? Remember the one that exploded?
Yes.
Yeah. You know the way that they had a teacher on that?
Yeah.
And it was all going to be about a teacher going into space and stuff like that. You know who else was going to be on the Challenger fucking shuttle?
Elon Musk.
Big Bird. No, I'm not kidding. Big Bird. There was going to be an agreement between Sesame Street and Jim Henson that to promote the space race and all this kind of stuff. Big Bird was going to be on the shuttle, like sitting there strapped in, like, just so like to get kids interested. Big Bird's going into space. This would be so cool. God. But at the last minute, they couldn't get it arranged, and it stopped. Like they couldn't do it.
He knew.
Could you imagine? If Big Bird had exploded in the Challenger,
all feathers.
Yeah,
R is for rocket.
I know.
E is for explosion.
It would have been like the 10-year period of mourning for children.
See, when you were a kid, like I feel like you might be similar to me. See, when I kind of pictured it as like as a kid.
Whenever you went to space as a kid.
We were like the kid who went to like the sleepover and like begged your mum or like dad to go to a sleepover, and then when you got there, you cried to go home.
I had one experience of a sleepover, and my mum had told me I didn't want to go. I like my own bed, and I like a really, really cold bed, and no one else in the world seems to. Like I like window open. Psychopath?
Cool,
yeah, the ice man.
You know, like you would flip your pillow. You like a cold side of your pillow.
I like a really light duvet. I like the window open. I'd sleep pretty much just boxers. So I went to this house, and I knew that's what would happen. I'd get there, and there'd be radiators on, there'd be curtains closed, and my mum had said to me, if you don't want to go, give me if you're not having fun, give me a call and I'll get you. So I got there, and I knew straight away that was a crack.
I knew it.
But I was too polite, and I thought, I can't say this now. So I just waited till everyone was asleep, and then it was like 12 o'clock at night, and
I took a cold shower.
I'm maybe like 8 years old, and I just wandered down the stairs and just said, Mum, it's not working out. Can you come and get me? And the woman woke up the next day and said, Anne, Ryan's not here. It's okay, he's here. It was the middle of the night. I couldn't call you.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll move on to our second story.
Blaze away.
Okay, our second story involves supernatural powers. There was a woman, I don't know where she was from or what her name was. That's how much research I was doing. But she said that she found, after she had a heart attack, she heard like the voice of her grandma who had passed away calling her to a certain place. Do you guys believe in the supernatural? For some reason, I tried to guess what you would go for again. I thought Adam would say no, but I thought Ram would be big into it.
No, I did go down. I did like a course on like Christianity earlier on this year. My friend was doing it, and it's like a introduction to Christianity for people that are interested. And I thought, fuck it, I've been asked to go, so I went. And I did go down a really deep YouTube extreme Christian rabbit hole. Demons.
I love a good I'd love a good YouTube rabbit hole.
I love it at the time, but then I turn off YouTube, and it's very hard to like wash your dishes when you literally think there's demons looking at you.
You're watching like hour-and-a-half long video essays.
It's always you. Anyone who's into that stuff, it's always YouTube. It's no other medium. It's always YouTube.
For that stuff for video essays is great.
Yeah.
Like that kind of stuff.
So what happened?
But my counsellor I told him about it one day, and he just said, stop watching those videos. And I went, but it's entertainment. And he was like, but you're a freaking nervous wreck after it. And I'm like, and I just realised I was just totally addicted to them.
Yeah. Thinking, you were talking about maybe perhaps, I don't know if this is, shouldn't put you on the spot, but I thought you might have been interested in being a medium and giving Ryan a little reading. I give you look at you costume.
Do you know what's going on in my head right now? Tarot is demonic. Tarot reading is against.
I'll put on the headdress.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to read me?
Nice.
Okay, folks at home, this is Adam Laughlin's.
This is what's my name? What's my character name here? I'm gonna be called fucking Barracuda. That's the name I always wanted to give myself. Barracuda.
I want to be your assistant too, so you.
Barracuda. Okay, right. If you want to take a card there, I'm not trying to force any card on you.
He's not leaving
I don't
it.
know which ones are which. Okay, Ryan. Ooh, nice. This, as you can see, this is the.
Check the bloody Grim Reaper.
This card is obviously, this talks about chronic masturbation illness, as in like you've been constantly burning the wick.
You're very serious.
You're constantly burning the wick, and as you can see, just that little bit of fucking load just dripping down, the knuckle in its characteristic semen way. Okay, and what I'll do, I will reading for James here.
Okay.
This one's for James. Oh, nice.
Oh, no.
Your girlfriend will be giving birth to the Antichrist by the list of things there. Like you're going to be bringing a being from another dimension into existence.
That looks like me after a Domino's pizza.
Yeah. Do you go a bit like Elden Ringish at the end of that? Like
Okay, so thank you very much to the Supernatural Powers for beaming that down.
Sorry, Lord.
And so, our last story to finish off Craic News, we'll have to keep it short, is a woman has become the oldest person to do a skydive. She's been 102. She jumped out of a plane. I was going to ask you guys, like, Adam, do you think you're like
who?
Oh, sorry, Barracuda.
Barracuda, yes.
Yeah. Do you feel like as you get like older, you become more of a adrenaline junkie?
Well, James, I'm glad you asked that question. Yeah, I'm a bit of an adrenaline junkie.
To cut a long story short, you're an adrenaline junkie.
To cut a long story short, yeah, I love it. I once jumped up into a plane. It was on the tarmac, you know. It was grand, like, you know what I mean. I once set the long jump record. I broke the long jump record. 3 hours I was up there.
Hey. Okay, scary.
I would love to jump out of a plane, but I wouldn't.
I did it.
Oh, so you are an adrenaline junkie.
That's a lot. So I jumped out of a plane. I would never do a bungee, and
I'm the same. I would jump out of a plane.
Yeah.
Wouldn't.
Well, I think
what's that about?
For me, it was like you're so far off the ground, and you hit resistance pretty quickly, so it doesn't feel like you don't get that feeling in your belly. You know that dropping feeling
When you jump out.
when you get out of a plane,
don't?
you don't get that. No,
What do
you
you
make
get?
it for about half a second. It just feels like you're kind of flying or floating.
What's it like jumping out of a plane?
That's-
I've never
Like
actually
that?
spoken to anyone about it.
just feels like
Barracuda is fascinated by the fact that when you jumped out of a plane, you were slightly unimpressed.
I
You're
love
a hard man to please,
it.
James.
It was one of the
my
best experiences
God.
of my life. I'm really shit scared of. I don't like that drop of a roller coaster.
Roller coasters I hate are the ones where you're, you know, there's just so much machinery around. Like you're always next to a rail, and there's just you just think one nut and bolt, and I'm getting Final Destination.
I know.
Like,
I think that film put me off roller coasters. It was scary.
I do have a wee image of just like a nut or a bolt just coming out of loose, and then it is the Final Destination.
Yeah.
I like the ones that are like they're more open air.
Okay.
But there's some of them you're always next to a line of machinery, and it's just like
Sometimes when I'm at an amusement park, my future mind will kick in, and I'll see a disaster, and I won't avert it. You know, I'll just let it play out, like, you know.
So, Dana and Craic News, do you have? We'll finish with some words of wisdom to anyone who's afraid of going on a roller coaster or taking a dive into the adrenaline rush. What words of wisdom would the Barracuda give them?
Well, my wisdom Barracuda would be: die at the bit when they take the picture. Leave a wee memory behind for loved ones. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Like,
Right.
that's my advice.
Yeah, so we can control your death, folks, and when you die, according to Barracuda, you know when to do it. Thank you very much for coming on the Craic News. Woo!